All right, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, before I get started, as always, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh Bashem Shai, Wahar Chakwadash, which Yahweh is the name of the Heavenly Father. Yahweh Shai, that's whom this world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, it's his true name. And the Chakwadash, that is the Holy Spirit. And I also want to give double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, and salutations to all you brothers out there. And as you can see in the title, are you having a spiritual low? Hey, you got to continue to fight and endure. All right. And this week, it was kind of an odd week for me. I had a lot of work to do. All right. My routes were kind of all over the place. Just was tired. Wasn't able to make class. Just a lot of weird things happened. I just felt really low in the spirit. Didn't feel like my videos earlier in the week were very edifying, in my opinion. But you have those moments in this truth where you get those spiritual lows. All right, and that's basically just Satan messing with your mind. All right, trying to pretty much get you out of this truth. All right, and you're gonna have that happen from time to time. Okay, but look, at the end of the day, we got to continue to fight in this thing. All right, no matter what. You see, you got to continue to fight these spiritual battles. Okay, you got to deal with your physical ailments that you may have. You got to deal with things at the job. All right, your family life, whatever it is, you got to continue to fight. Okay, and that's the main thing. All right, let me get that real quick, because the scriptures talk about how we're soldiers. And a soldier's gonna keep fighting until he either gets the victory or dies in battle, one or the other. You see? That's what it is. All right? There is no in between. But this is 2 Timothy chapter 2 verse 3, and it reads here, "Thou therefore endure hardness as a good soldier of Yahushua HaMashiach." It says, "No man that warreth entangleth himself with the affairs of this life, that he may please him who had chosen him to be a soldier." Okay, you see? You got to endure hardness, all right, as a good soldier of Yahushua HaMashiach. And you can't entangle yourself with the affairs of this life. Look, the Yahweh Shem Yahushua doesn't care about, all right, what's going on at the job. All right, the Lord doesn't care about, what's going on with your family. Okay, you see what I'm saying? You got to continue to push no matter what. You see? And that's because the Lord chose you. Hey, this is what it says in the book of Acts. All right? Acts, let me get that real quick. 14 and 22. And it reads here, this is Acts chapter 14, verse 22. And it reads, "Confirming the souls of the disciples and exhorting them to continue in the faith, and that we must," so this is something that we're going to definitely go through, "that we must, through much tribulation, enter into the kingdom of the Most High." So you're going to deal with all sorts of trials and tribulations in this walk, okay? And it comes in various forms, you see? All right? And sometimes you'll have a spiritual low. It's a mental battle, all right? Because you got to remember, the scriptures talk about this in Ephesians, the 6th chapter. Give me 1 second here. It talks about in Ephesians chapter 6 verse, I'll start at 10. It says here, "Finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord and in the power of his might. Put on the whole armor of the Most High, that ye may be able to stand against the wiles," meaning the trickery, "of the devil. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places." See, we're dealing with the spiritual war right now, all right? So you're going to have a spiritual Satan, okay? Mess with you, all right? Possibly plague your mind, a demon may hop on one of these people to frustrate you at the job. Maybe it might hop on your children. All right, might hop on even your animals, like this one right now. Okay, wasn't bothering me at all, Now the demon hopped on this damn cat, okay, trying to distract me while I'm doing this lesson. You see? All right. This is what happens, okay? Once you start bringing out this word, okay, or you tap into the spirit. You see what I'm saying? Okay. So we're constantly battling things. Then you got Esau, okay, the physical counterpart of Satan. All right, that might mess with you. All right, you might be just cruising to your house and you might have a cop pull you over. All right, you may have like I said, you may have, let's say you have an Edomite boss. Now all of a sudden he's on your ass about every little thing you do. You see what I'm saying? This is something that we have to deal with. All right. And look, man, like how Aldo Malcolm says, Satan doesn't take a coffee break, man. All right. He's on your ass 24/7, even in your dreams. Okay. Because I'm sure a lot of brothers have experienced this. You're literally battling demons, all right, in your sleep. You got to call in the name of Yahweh Ba'Shem Shai, all right? You got to battle these demons in your dream with scriptures. You see? This fight is serious. This is no joke, okay? But let me keep reading. This is Ephesians 6:13. Wherefore, take unto you the whole armor of the Most High, that ye may be able to withstand in the evil day, and having done all, to stand. Stand therefore, having your loins girt about with truth, and having on the breastplate of righteousness, and your feet shod with the preparation of the gospel of peace. Above all, taking the shield of faith, wherewith ye shall be able to quench all the fiery darts of the wicked. And take the helmet of salvation, and the sword of the Spirit, which is the word of the Most High, praying always with all prayer and supplication in the Spirit, and watching thereunto with all perseverance and supplications for all saints. And that's what you have to do. You got to put on this whole armor, okay? And look, if you don't have the whole armor on, you're exposed then, and now you're in danger. You see? So you gotta always be ready, spiritually speaking, ready 24/7. All right, you see, that's why. Look, man, you gotta constantly pray. You gotta constantly fast. Get anointed. Read your scriptures. Okay, meditate, so on and so forth. That's how you fight. Okay, these demons. All right. This is how you stay focused and you stay in tune with things, man. All right? Because if you don't do these things, you're prone to get to get attacked, man. All right? You know what I'm saying? There's an opportunity for Satan to get you, and you got to remember. Let me get that one. How could I forget that? 1 Peter. All right, chapter 5. This is 1 Peter chapter 5, verse 8. It says here, be sober, be vigilant. All right, meaning in the spirit. It says, because your adversary, the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about, seeking whom he may devour. You see, Satan is always trying to get you, man. Let me get this. Let me get this real quick. This is Luke chapter 22, verse 31. It says here, and the Lord said, Simon, Simon, which this is talking about the Apostle Peter. It says, behold, Satan, this is Yahushua speaking. Behold, Satan had desired to have you, that he may sift you as wheat. You see, Satan's trying to get us all, man. Every single one of us that's fighting in this truth. Okay? All right, we become a prey, as the scriptures say. Because look, if we were of this world, things wouldn't bother us. You know what I'm saying? You just go with the flow of things. But since you're not of this world anymore, you're constantly fighting an uphill battle, so to speak. You're fighting against the stream, the flow, the river. You know what I mean? All right. And it's not gonna. This stuff is not gonna end until Yahweh Shai comes back. That's the thing, you know. And it's not gonna. It's not easy. As the elder brother Murph out here says, if this truth was so easy, everybody would be involved. Everybody would be in it, you know. But since it's not an easy task, all right, that's why you only see what, for lack of words, I'm saying this loosely, a few good men. But that's all, yeah, Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai needs, all right? Because the Lord is about quality, not quantity, you know? And that's really to show his power in the end, all right? But that's a whole nother topic within itself. But let me keep reading. This is Luke 22, verse 32 now. It says, but I have prayed for thee. And look, Yahweh Shai is praying for all of us, okay? You see? That thy faith fail not. And when thou art converted, strengthen thy brethren. You see? And that's what we got to do. All right? After our, you know, particular battles, trials, and tribulations that we deal with, you know, individually, you help build up brothers around you. All right? Because you may have a brother, you know, another brother that may be going through a particular situation that's very similar to yours. And you give them, you know, spiritual advice. You see? Or brothers that, you know, see what you've gone through, and they get a spiritual boost when you get that victory. You see what I'm saying? All right. But this is what it's all about. The scriptures say this. This is what the apostle Paul said. I endure all things for the elect's sake. Because look, that's the thing too. The things that you go through aren't necessarily just for you. It's also for the men that are fighting side by side you. You see? This is 2 Timothy chapter 2. And I'll get straight to the point. This is 2 Timothy chapter 2, verse 10, and it reads here, therefore I endure all things for the elect's sake, that they may also obtain the salvation which is in Yahweh Shai HaMashiach with eternal glory. You see? All right, we endure all things for the elect's sake, so that they may also obtain the salvation. Because look, this word still has to get preached. That's the thing. You know, we're still on a mission. Even, look, the Lord doesn't, I'll say it like this, man. It doesn't matter if you have, you know, things going on in your personal life. All right, you still have a task at hand. You know? You see what I'm saying? You still have a mission to complete. All right? And then you better, that's the thing, you better, all right, finish the job. You better, you know, complete the task at hand. Or if not, the Lord, it can cut you off. And he'll get somebody else to replace you. Okay? And it was funny because the younger brother, and he's a mighty brother, by the way, Yeridamba in GMS Chicago, right? He made a particular statement at the disciples meeting, which I ended up being there as well. And he told the brothers that right when I think he just crossed the line, if I'm not mistaken, he said that a statement was said. I believe it was maybe Elder Malcolm that said it, or maybe Elder Uriah. I can't remember who he said made this particular statement. But they said, look, your replacement could be standing on the other side of the line if you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing. And what's crazy is what he said is this fallout in our camp, all right? Yeah, I'm sorry, I got to say, the Glizzy Gobbler, as we call him out here in GMS Chicago, all right? He ended up falling out about like a week or two later, he said. And then a lot of the brothers were mentioning to the brother Yeridamba, saying, man, you know, you're the righteous, well, this guy's name was, he was known as Ramakia. They say, hey, you're the righteous Ramakia. All right? But that's it was a heavy thing because like how they were told, all right, in that particular camp meeting, look, your replacement, it could be standing on the other side of the line. Somebody that's right next to you. See? Remember, hey, you're replaceable. You know? The Lord doesn't need you. We need Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. So with that all being said, look, you better handle business, man. It doesn't matter if you're feeling low. You still got to keep pushing. You know? Now, of course, hey, you may, call up a brother, get some spiritual advice. All right. You may, vent to, a brother. We all, have those moments. Hey, even Yahweh Shai, he needed help. All right. He needed help carrying his cross. That's why the scriptures talk about what? Bear each other's burdens. All right. You see? We all need help from time to time. Hey, but you can't, be in that rut forever. That's basically what I'm trying to get at. You got to continue to fight. The Lord doesn't want somebody that's soft. That's just gonna, wave that white flag. Hey, look, we got to be like our forefather Jacob. All right. Remember, he did what? He wrestled, all right, an angel for that blessing. Okay? He wrestled, kept fighting for it, and he eventually got it. So we got to be in that same spirit. Okay? Let me get this, though. Give me 1 second. This is the book of Matthew. Give me one moment. Where is it at? Matthew chapter 24, or Salaki. Let me see what Matthew 10 says. Damn. You know what? Let me get this. This is Matthew chapter 10, verse 22. And it reads here, "And ye shall be hated of all men for my name's sake, but he that endureth to the end, shall be saved." You see, we got to endure to the end. That's how we're going to be saved, all right? Hey, look, we can't drop the plow. The scriptures say in the book of Luke, what is that, chapter 9, verse 62? What is it? I think it's 9 and 62. It says, it says here, Luke 9 and 62, "And Yahushua saith unto him, No man having put his hand to the plow," meaning doing this work, "and looking back, is fit for the kingdom of the Most High." Okay? You can't drop this plow, all right? You can't look back. You got to keep pushing forward. And if you start getting, what's the word I'm looking for? You start missing, all right? Your old life, what you were, what you used to be into. Hey, the Lord, it can kill you, man. Look what he did to Lot's wife. That's why also in the book of Luke, it says, it's a small verse, but it's heavy. He says what? Remember Lot's wife. What did she do? She looked back at Sodom and Gomorrah, and she got destroyed for that. They were supposed to keep moving forward, all right, because there was something better for them. Okay, you see. But she didn't have that faith, and she was attached to that place in some way, form, or fashion. All right. And you see, we can't be like that woman, man. All right. You got to remember, we're the Lord's wife. Okay. So we got to, continue to keep our eyes single and to keep pushing. Okay. And stay focused. But let me go back to that Matthew, the 10th chapter. All right. I'm going to start at 22 again, and it reads here, "And ye shall be hated of all men for my name's sake, but he that endureth to the end, shall be saved." Verse 23, "But when they persecute you in this city, flee ye into another. For verily I say unto you, ye shall not have gone over the cities of Israel till the Son of Man become." Verse 24, "The disciple is not above his master, nor the servant above his Lord." And that's one of the that's another reason why I kept reading this, or kept going down, is because of that verse right there. We're not above our master, all right? Look, Yahweh Shai dealt with the same things, man. He was tempted in all points, as the scriptures say, all right? He went through, spiritual lows. He was persecuted. He dealt with ailments, okay? His own people didn't believe in him. You see what I'm saying? We're going through the same thing right now, and that's because Yahweh Shai dealt with it. All right, first and foremost. So we're going through the same thing. Hey, what did um let me get this real quick. It's also on the Gospels. This is Matthew 20, and I'm gonna start at Matthew 20 and 20. Main point is in 23 though, but I gotta start at 20. This is Matthew 20:20. Then came to him the mother of Zebedee's children with her sons, worshiping him and desiring a certain thing of him. And he said unto her, What wilt thou? She saith unto him, Grant that these my sons may sit, the one on the right hand, and the other on the left, in thy kingdom. But Yahushua answered and said, Ye know not what ye ask. Are you able to drink of the cup that I shall drink of, and to be baptized with the baptism that I am baptized with? They say unto him, We are able. And he saith unto them, Ye shall drink indeed of my cup, and be baptized with the baptism that I am baptized with. But to sit on my right hand and on my left, it is not mine to give, but it shall be given to them for whom it is prepared of my Father. And the reason why I brought that out is we're drinking that same cup that Yahweh Shai drank of, okay? All right? Hey, that spiritual fire that we're going through, you know? Hey, all these different trials and tribulations and afflictions, all right? Hey, you know, hey, we want to be like Yahweh Shai, right? Well, we got to deal with the same things, okay? Hey, the same afflictions, the same trials and tribulations. It's no joke. It's not an easy walk, but it's doable, all right? You know? Because we could do all things through Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. You know, roughly paraphrasing it. What was that? Philippians 3 and 13, I believe, 3 and 12, something like that. All right, you see? You know? And we're able to do these things because we have Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. But it's not going to be an easy walk, okay? But this is something that we ask for ultimately. And when you come into this truth, you're saying you basically signed up for this, you know? That's why before you really, come into this, you're supposed to count the cost, you know? You're supposed to count the cost. You're supposed to really, sit back, ponder, and think about it. Do you really want this? And if you do, or if you said yes, hey, these spiritual lows, look, man, there's brothers in my camp that like the Elder Crab, man, he was dying, all right, because he had an ailment. I was going through a situation about 2 years ago where I felt like I was dying. Okay, you got brothers who've been thrown into jail because of a false witness. You know what I'm saying? Dealing with that BS. You got brothers who can't see their children. Brothers who don't have jobs. And you got certain brothers who work too much. Hey, this is hell right now. You see? But we got to deal with it. It is what it is. But let me get this, and I'll probably end this lesson. This is Sirach chapter 2. Salaki if I'm all over the place. Just something that was on my spirit. Just wanted to get it out there. Because I had a really odd week, man. It was something about this week. Very, very weird. Just felt off. Like I said, just work-wise, it just was all over the place. Didn't get to go to class. Been feeling extremely tired. Dealt with some, last night, dealing with some demons in my sleep. Waking me up at 4 in the morning. Didn't even get to work out this week. Feel off because of that. All sorts of stuff, man. This is Sirach chapter 2, verse 1. My son, If thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation. Set thy heart aright and constantly endure. And that's what we got to do, constantly endure. All right? And make not haste in the time of trouble. Cleave unto him and depart not away, that thou mayest be increased at thy last end. Whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully, and be patient when thou art changed to a low estate. See, we got to take these things cheerfully. All right? You know, whatever affliction that we're going through. And we got to be patient, all right, when the Lord changes us to a lower state. You got to suffer, all right? Because patience, you know, goes into suffering. All right? Hey, don't make haste in the time of trouble. Learn from these things. That's the thing. And when Yahweh Shemel Shai, you know, throws us in the fire, he's trying to teach us something. Okay? So that'll make us, you know, a better individual. You see? But let me keep reading. This is Sirach chapter 2 and 5 now. For gold is tried in the fire, and acceptable men in the furnace of adversity. In Isaiah, I think it's the 42nd chapter, it talks about what? The furnace of affliction. You see? That's what we're in right now. We're in the furnace of adversity, the furnace of affliction. Okay? So we're going through it. But look, it's ultimately so we don't get judged with this world when Yahweh Shai comes back. I think that's in the book of 1 Corinthians, maybe 2 Corinthians. I know it's one of the Corinthians. It talks about that. All right? It talks about how we don't want to be judged with this world, roughly paraphrasing it. That's why we're getting judged right now. That's why we're dealing with, you know, our punishment like men right now. You know? Because really what we want is that salvation. That's what we want. We want to get that mercy. And what does it say in the Habakkuk, I believe? In thy wrath, remember mercy. You know? And when the Lord judges this place in his wrath, we hope to get mercy. We hope the Lord, you know, forgives us for our sins and our faults, our shortcomings. You see? This is Sirach chapter 2, verse 6. Believe in him, and he will keep thee. Order thy way aright, and trust in him. Ye that fear the Lord, wait for his mercy, and go not aside, lest ye fall. Ye that fear the Lord, believe him, and your reward shall not fail. Ye that fear the Lord, hope for good, and for everlasting joy and mercy. Look at the generations of old, and see, did ever any trust in the Lord, and was confounded? Or did any abide in his fear, and was forsaken? Or whom did he ever despise that called upon him? Exactly, and the Lord has always looked out for his men. All right? For those that trust and believe in him. Let me read a little bit more. Verse 11, for the Lord is full of compassion and mercy, long-suffering and very pitiful, and forgiveth sins and saveth in time of affliction. And the Lord always, saves us, all right, no matter what. If we're really men of Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai. Let me keep reading. Woe be to the fearful hearts and faint hands, and the sinner that goeth 2 ways. Woe to him that is faint-hearted, for he believeth not, therefore shall he not be defended. Woe to him that have lost patience. And what will ye do when the Lord shall visit you? All right, and we don't want to be those impatient individuals that just, drop the plow and just gives up. Because the Lord, when he visits these individuals that left his truth, all right, it's not going to be pretty, man. You know? So, hey, it's just best to deal with the ass whooping now. Like men. Deal with the punishment now, admit your faults, and keep fighting. All right? But let me get this last precept. I thought that was going to be the last one, but let me get this this Romans. One of my favorite scriptures. Actually, I love Romans 8, just in general. But this is Romans 8, and let me just get this, 17. And if children, then heirs of the Most High, and joint heirs with Yahweh Shai, is so be that we suffer with him, that we may be also glorified together. So we got to suffer right now so we can be glorified later. Hey, before honors humility, and humility goes into humiliation. All right? Being humiliated isn't a fun process. It doesn't feel good. Okay? Verse 18. For I reckon that the sufferings of this present time are not worthy to be compared with the glory which shall be revealed in us. All right? You see? It's worth it at the end of the day, you know? To deal with these, spiritual lows, to deal with these physical ailments, deal with, stuff at the job, stuff with your family, whatever it may be. All right, but I'm going to end this lesson. Hopefully it was edifying, and with that, I'm going to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Also, double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, and salutations to all you brothers out there. Shalom.